Hello and welcome to this stock analysis update for Rockhopper Exploration. Please remember this is for entertainment purposes only. So about a month ago I did a video on Rockhopper Exploration, so make sure you take a look at that if you've not already seen it. At that point of time we'd seen a massive rally in the share price of Rockhopper. Their partner Navitas Petroleum had made the first movements to secure a FPSO. That's a floating production storage and offload unit currently based in the North Sea, which they wanted to adapt and send over to the Falklands. This meant that the project appears to be in the advanced stages, making a final investment decision this year looking ever more likely. Also, as you can see from the share price, Navitas Petroleum have been doing extremely well thanks to the success of their Shenandoah project. And I actually did a whole video on Navitas which confirmed this. So I had a bit of a dilemma around that time. I did that video because I was already looking at in excess of a 3x gain from my initial Rockhopper purchase. And so there was a temptation of, do I sell some to lock in some of those gains risk free, or do I take the risk and hold out for a final investment decision? By my calculations, we'd be looking at a 7x gain in terms of the value of the Sea Lion project if they got an FID versus the current market cap. So we'd be conservatively looking at something like at least £1 a share and probably more like £2 a share if that FID happens. And I'd been kind of playing it technically. As you can see, I'd started getting my crayons out with some technical analysis. But doing this update video, that I've decided to sell half my position. That way I've almost doubled my initial investment in cash, completely risk-free. But I still have a fairly sizable amount of Rockhopper, so that if the FID does come in, I'll still have a very significant gain. It'd be quite a very significant percentage of my overall portfolio. And so that's how I've dealt with this. Obviously, it's a case of, what my own position size is, when did I buy personally, but that's the approach I've decided to take. Obviously, particularly in light of the events of last week following the Trump dump. There are a couple of new risk factors. One is that obviously we know that Milei is a fanboy of Trump, and so you do wonder, could that somehow get involved? Probably not, but you start to worry about that when you just see the other craziness going on. Also, looking at the global markets the last couple of weeks, you wonder, is it going to be so easy to achieve a FID, to get the financing for that in the current situation? But most importantly is the price of oil, which we can see has dropped significantly. And you do worry, if the price starts getting down, and some analysts are talking about $40 and stuff, that obviously as well could jeopardize achieving that final investment decision. So on balance, I've decided to sell half my position. I've almost doubled my initial investment in cash, but I still have a fairly sizable portion. So I can not care about this, just forget about Rockhopper now. But then, having sold half anyway, but to the same token, should that FID come in, the gains for me really will be substantial and be a really nice percentage of my portfolio. On balance, that's what I've decided, and I just wanted to update you all on that. Of course, speak to your own financial advisor before making any investment decision, and speak to you at the next video. I do videos like this one just for fun as a hobby. It's for entertainment purposes only. Always consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decision.